In his red overalls and yellow shirt, Stewie Griffin looks like a normal kid. Well, except for the fact that he speaks too well for his age, has a weirdly shaped head, and has a serious passion for evil. Otherwise, Stewie could easily pass for a regular kid.
I'll smack you in your weird head.
Hey, it's not weird. Mom says it's distinctive.
But trust me, Stewie Griffin has to be one of the strangest kids ever. While most toddlers are busy with their toys or throwing tantrums to get mommy's attention, Stewie's out there plotting on how to take over the world, with his mom being his biggest enemy.
When she returns, I'm going to put bamboo splinters under all her fingernails. Then I'm going to strip her down and tie her to the bed.
Like seriously, the kid thinks his biggest achievement would be to humiliate and kill his mom? Now that's weird, but trust me, it's not as weird as being born with the map of Europe. In the episode Chitty Chitty Death Bang, confused as to what birthday truly means, Stewie does all he can to prevent his one-year birthday party.
The man in white. Of course. He must be the high professional of whom they spoke. He failed to thwart my escape into the outside world, and now, 1 year hence, he's returning to rectify his mistake and put me back in the womb.
Beyond Stewie confusing his birthday for a return ticket back to the womb, we find out some interesting things about his birth. First, Stewie was born with the map of Europe.
Congratulations, Mrs. Griffin, it's a boy. Oh, wait a minute, I don't think we're through here.
Oh my God, is it twins?
No, it's the map of Europe.
Guess Stewie already had his world domination agenda planned out from the womb, and Europe was going to be the starting point. But Stewie's violent nature didn't start from the womb. It began way back from his father's sperm. The race to become the chosen sperm cell was rather fierce.
As I recall, it was every potential man for himself.
For Stewie, it was all about destroying his competitors for the thrill of it. If only he knew the prize that awaited him, he probably wouldn't have been so determined.
I alone had reached the target objective thanks to the peerless intrepidity I developed at testicular boot camp. But it was a trap. I was imprisoned in that uterine gulag for 9 grueling months.
Being the free spirit that he is, Stewie detested being confined in such a tight space for that long.
As the months of solitude passed, I began to go insane.
Oh, he's always been a restless creature. In the episode Yug Ilmaf, we see an interesting angle to Stewie's birth. So, Brian makes an error while tinkering with Stewie's time machine, reversing time back to when Stewie was born. Thanks to Brian's error, Stewie was hilariously given birth twice.
Time of birth, 11:34 a.m.
Come on, Brian, hurry.
Yeah! It's a girl with a penis and no vagina.
No!
I think I can hear the ocean. Smell it, too.
We also get to find out that Brian was the one who gave the baby its name.
Meg, where's Stewie?
Stewie? Who's Stewie?
Okay, here comes the baby.
Bloody hell! It's a boy!
Yeah!
Oh, thank God!
What should we name him?
I kind of like Brian's name. Stewie.
That's a wonderful name, Brian. Stewie.
Just thinking out loud, maybe being pushed out twice is the reason Stewie's so smart. No other person has come out and gone right in only to come out again. Stewie's Peter and Lois's third child, although Peter didn't actually want a baby and was forced to perform, so technically, Stewie is a rape baby.
Peter, there's something I want to do.
Oh, God, I know that look. You're ovulating. What are you doing? No! No! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Wow, Lois has strong thighs.
Please, no! Fine, just get it over with.
I'm gonna be a mom again. My existence is justified.
Yeah, we're all going to pretend it's perfectly normal for a kid to watch his parents' sex tape. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Moving on from Stewie's rather interesting birth circumstances to the shape of his head, Stewie's head is abnormally shaped like a football.
Look at that head!
Crazy, right? According to the scenarios showing the occasions of his birth, Stewie was born that way. But in the episode Stuck Together, Torn Apart, we see that Stewie had a normally shaped head until he hit it on the ceiling.
Brian, will you watch Stewie for a minute?
Sure.
And please keep a close eye on him. Remember what happened last time.
Stewie, get down before you hurt yourself.
Shut up! You're not my mother!
Good God, are you all right?
Fine, why do you ask?
It looks like the ceiling knocked some sense into his head. Stewie's head might look like a joke to you, but that head has birthed some mind-blowing ideas and inventions. That toddler is one crazy evil genius. But let's not be in such a hurry to look at some of his out-of-this-world engineering feats. How about taking a closer look at Stewie's personality? Sometimes, and I mean sometimes, Stewie is a sweet baby with his surprisingly smooth British accent, but he is only sweet sometimes. In earlier episodes of Family Guy, he was mostly a villainous evil child who just wanted to take over the world and kill his mother. But gradually, Stewie evolved to become more of a rude, sarcastic, disrespectful, and arrogant baby with an over-the-top level of smartness. However, his smartness and assumed maturity haven't stopped him from acting like a baby. A good example would be Stewie's weirdly one-sided conversations with his toy Rupert. Stewie talks to Rupert as if he's talking to an actual human being.
Rupert, my God, you're all right! Oh, you missed so much! I had to deliver a speech to Britain, and I overcame my stutter through some pretty kooky means. Brian, don't say anything.
Strange that he doesn't know that the teddy doesn't understand a word he said. In the episode Total Recall, Stewie goes to great lengths, even endangering himself to save Rupert from destruction. The things he would do for his teddy.
Oh, Rupert, thank God you're alive! I'm ready now. I'm ready to get off the pill. I think we should start trying.
Such an emotional reunion. I don't think he would do something like this for Lois. He would probably just let the fire consume her. Lois better not find herself in a situation where she needs Stewie to come rescue her. Speaking of him surprisingly acting like a baby, which under normal circumstances shouldn't be a surprise because Stewie's actually a baby. Just that half the time he behaves like an adult experiencing midlife crisis. Stewie actually cries and begs Brian to help him get a ticket to go see Hannah Montana perform live. We listen and we don't judge.
But she's my favorite.
Oh my God, are you crying?
Yes, Hannah Montana is my hero. I love her so much, and this is the only time she's going to be in town, and now I'll never get to see her.
One would think that a kid who could effortlessly design weapons of mass destruction would have no problem figuring out a way to get tickets for himself. That just shows how naive Stewie can be. In the episode Peter's Got Woods, during a game of peekaboo with his dad, Stewie is actually convinced that Peter disappeared.
Stewie, peekaboo.
Yes, I see you, fat man.
Where's Daddy?
What? Where did you go? Oh, this is impossible. I can hear you, but I can't see. Really must really be gone.
At least Peter is better than Stewie at one thing. Stewie's shocking baby-like naivety continued in the episode Killer Queen, where he was absolutely terrified by the album cover of Queen's News of the World album.
Check it out.
Ah!
Whoa, what's the matter?
What the hell is that? A killer robot monster?
Oh, it's News of the World. It's an album by the band Queen, see?
Ah!
Stewie, relax.
No, Brian, you keep that thing away from me. Is it looking at me? Can it see me?
No, it can't, dummy. Moments like this remind us that Stewie's grown folk persona is nothing but a facade. Deep down, he is but a confused little kid. Smart, but definitely not all-knowing. Let's not also forget the fact that Stewie struggles to identify shapes.
What the devil? What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry, Stewie. Your Aunt Carol's gonna be staying with us for a little while, so she's gonna need your room.
Who the hell do you think you are? Stop it this instant! We're not gonna fit through there. Only circles can fit through that rectangular doorway. Oh my God, it's going right through. I gotta get better at shapes.
Yes, you most definitely do. Stewie's struggles with shapes is probably due to the fact that he doesn't pay attention in class. Most times, he's just too busy unnecessarily being mean to the other kids.
Gavin. That's a stupid name. And nobody likes you at school. You're gonna be ugly when you grow up. And everything in your house is cheap. And it smells in here.
That's mild compared to what he does next.
Duck, duck, duck. Goose! Oh, come on now, I barely touched you. Really, stop it. Stop your boo-hooing. Stop it, I say. Stop it. You see, this is exactly why people don't respect the WNBA.
Stewie really needs to learn how to treat women.
Down by the shores of the hanky-panky where the bullfrogs leap from bank to banky. Oh, how unfortunate.
But the female folks are usually not his only victims.
Yes, I hit him. And it was glorious.
This is your third strike, Stewie. That means no more timeouts.
You get a detention.
More than just being a nuisance at school, Stewie's also quite the vengeful baby. I mean, this baby doesn't forgive any wrong done to him. Stewie's not a religious kid. He's gonna get his revenge no matter what, even if the offender is a comedian who failed to make him laugh.
That's a hell of a lot less than I had to spend to go see that piece of crap remake of Bewitched.
Guess what? I'm a witch.
Guess what? I'm a Clippers fan. Hello? That's not funny!
Not even Santa Claus is going to escape his wrath if he makes him angry. I thought all kids love Santa. Not Stewie. In the episode Road to the North Pole, when a mall Santa ignores Stewie's presence and doesn't treat him the way he was expecting to be treated, Stewie hatches a crazy plan.
Wait, what are you doing? Santa? You can't leave now! Hey, wait, buddy, we've been in line for like 2 hours.
Sorry, I'm done. You want your kid to sit on my lap? Meet me at the bar at Applebee's.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry, Stewie. That son of a bitch. He just turned his back on me.
You can already predict what he would do. Yep, you're right. He would seek out revenge, even if that means an exhausting trip down to the North Pole.
Screw that! This was never about Christmas presents, Brian. Well, then why do you want to go all the way to the North Pole? Because I'm going to kill Santa Claus.
As absurd as it sounds, Stewie actually embarked on his trip to get revenge. Obviously, Stewie failed to kill Santa, but the whole drama just shows how unforgiving Stewie can be. And irrespective of who or what you are, this baby is sure to come for his pound of flesh. Not even his best buddy Brian will be spared. In the episode Patriot Games, when Brian fails to pay his debt, Stewie tortures the hell out of this poor dog.
Where's the money? Yeah, you like that? That feel good? That feel good? Where's the money, man? Where's my money? You got till 5 o'clock. You hear me? You got till 5 o'clock.
Nobody messes with this short kid. When Stewie wants something, he goes all out to get it. Like the time he fell in love with his babysitter.
Tonight the babysitter comes, Rupert. Lovely Lidan. Oh, hey, Lidan. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Yeah. Oh, it's just me, Stewie. Just being myself.
But when he felt like her boyfriend stood in his way, he quickly eliminated the competition.
Little man? You in here?
I say, I think this is how you change a tire, but what do I know? I'm just a baby! Here's your iPod so you can listen to the streaks while you gasp for air.
Given how many times Stewie has tried to take over the world, kill his mother, who's his archenemy by the way, or just be unnecessarily wicked, you must have concluded that the kid doesn't have a sweet side. Well, you are wrong. Stewie can actually be cute when he wants to. And like what happened with LaDawn, Stewie has fallen in love quite a number of times. Believe it or not, Stewie is a hopeless romantic. In the episode Damn It, Janet, Stewie falls in love with Janet in daycare.
Cookie.
Oh, you want my cookie? Oh, yes, by all means. There you are. Oh, whoops, a little bit broke off there. Well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yes, you'll get that one halfway back to your mat. Oh, God. Oh, Cupid, hast thou pierced me with thy sweet searing arrow? Stomach, cease thy lustful quake.
This kid sure talks a lot when he's in love.
Penelope, I've never said this to anyone before, but I feel like I may have finally found, in you, my one true soulmate.
Come on, cut the crap, Stewie. You are only 1 year old. Speaking of being sweet, Stewie might have at one point or other tried to kill every member of his family, but there have also been moments when he came through for them. He and Meg have not always gotten along, but in the episode Stand By Meg, Stewie decides to help his big sister by making her the most popular girl in school.
She deserves a better life than this, Brian. And you know what? I'm going to give it to her. All right, Stewie, how do we make Meg popular? I've got it all figured out. They're posting the cast list for the school play. I'll just give Meg all the parts. That way she'll be the most popular girl in school.
Let's just say that wasn't Stewie's smartest idea. It seemed like something Peter came up with.
She can't be helped.
Well, I thought as much. Stewie has also been kind to Chris. After witnessing Chris get bullied in school, Stewie decides to help his brother out.
Go on, Chris. It's now or never. Let him have it.
Well, Since Chris is too dumb to recall any of the comebacks they practiced, Stewie, who is bent on helping him out, gets a little creative.
Okay, now say,
I heard you were born out of your mom's butt. I heard that from your mom while I was doing her. You're a butt baby, that's why you've got moles all over your chest. Leftover birth duke.
Oh man, Griffin schooled him!
Stewie's undoubtedly bad-mouthed, but at least he helped Chris get the bullies off his back. Kudos, kid. Such a glorious moment for Chris. Moving on, Stewie does not exactly like his dad, whom he disrespectfully refers to as the Fat Man.
Is this how you spend your free time, fat ass? Lying half naked on a bed in black socks at 11:30 in the morning?
Yeah, we all know Peter's incredibly lazy and messy, but still, that's not a good enough reason to speak to your dad that way. Well, in the episode The Courtship of Stewie's Father and son discover a weird, shared passion to bond with.
Peter, can you reach that box of rice? Ow!
Oh, sorry, Lois.
Oh, that rice got you, bitch.
Hey, Stewie's laughing. Hey, you think that's funny? Hey, you like that? Hey, Lois, you want some beans with that rice?
Oh, I misjudged you, fat man.
Such a dumb father. Having identified a common interest, Peter takes his son to Disneyland for some father-son bonding time.
Oh, Disney World! Disney World! Disney World! I want to go to Disney World!
Peter finally gets something right in the eyes of Stewie. Can't blame him, though. Stewie is a tough kid to please. Now, to Lois. It's no secret that Stewie would prefer that she was dead.
I could hurt Mommy. Shame on us, Rupert. How dare we succumb to boredom while that wretched woman continues to breathe? She must be destroyed.
It would, however, interest you to know that Stewie's hate for Lois is a result of her constantly thwarting his schemes. So he wishes to kill her so he can successfully carry out his plans without her interference. But no matter how hard he tries, even with all his sophisticated weapons of mass destruction, Stewie hasn't been able to kill Lois. Though one time he thought he had a breakthrough.
What are you doing with a gun?
something I should have done a very long time ago.
I did it! I killed her! She's dead!
Ow! 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 Mommy! 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 Oh, yeah, that's right.
Lois came back to life, or should I say she resurrected? Yeah, that sounds cooler. Let's go with that.
With no possibility of... Lois! You're alive!
Mom! You're alive!
Somehow, I feel Stewie's inability to kill his mom is because deep down, somewhere so deep that even he might not be aware of it, he loves his mom. And I bet even the universe knows this. Because, to be honest, Lois isn't so hard to kill. This woman can be clumsy. In the episode Stewie Loves Lois, we see a much softer side of Stewie.
Lois, I was wrong about you. You're my everything.
Mommy loves you, sweetheart. Mwah.
Now that's sweet. We also get to find out Stewie's favorite meal.
Cut green beans, Atkins friendly potato sticks arranged according to size from largest to smallest, and a Scooby-Doo yogurt with Shaggy's eyes scratched out. Oh, it's perfect down to the last detail.
Glad to see that, like most kids, Stewie prefers to keep his meals simple. Next, let's turn our attention to Stewie's relationship with his talking dog, Brian. In the later episodes of Family Guy, Stewie tends to spend more time with Brian, and that's really not much of a surprise, given that Brian is the only member of the Griffin family that understands what Stewie says.
I don't get it, Stewie. You've been talking forever. Why did everyone suddenly understand you now?
Although Stewie can be really mean, even to Brian, Brian remains his partner in crime, his confidant, his best buddy, and his accomplice. All that would easily have been Rupert, but Rupert doesn't do much. To show just how much Stewie loves Brian, in the episode Christmas Guy, Stewie travels back in time to save Brian, who was already dead.
Brian, look out!
What the hell?
You're alive, my friend!
What? Of course I'm alive. What the hell's going on here?
Brian, that car killed you. And when it did, a little part of me died as well. I couldn't live without you. So I came back from the future to save your life.
Moments of vulnerability like this from Stewie are rare and beautiful to watch. Under normal circumstances, the kid would rather appear tough, rude, mean, and evil. That's why he opened up to his psychologist in the episode Send in Stewie, Please. He was more than happy to watch the man die, when he could have easily handed him his medication, just because he had let his guard down and, for once, he appeared weak and vulnerable.
Nah,
let's talk about... Stewie, can you hand me my heart medication, please?
Yeah, listen, you're not gonna like this.
Please, there's not much time.
I'd like to, really I would. And you were super helpful, and this kind of seems like a crummy way to repay you, but I'm not going to get it.
Stewie chose to let him die simply because he wanted to continue in the facade of being an impenetrable and stoic personality. He had let his guard down, and he wasn't going to make that mistake again. For Stewie, there can be no loose ends.
It's because I can't have anyone know the real me. And so you must die.
But in that brief therapy session, we learn a lot about who Stewie really is. Not only do we learn that Stewie's evil enough to watch a man die when he can help, we learn that deep down, he is really just a lonely, insecure kid who's been struggling to fit in.
I am. Nobody here likes me, Dr. Pritchfield. I try to fit in with the other boys and talk about things like dirt and shapes, but they won't play with me, and I don't have any friends.
Maybe it's all because you are selfish and rude, plus you tend to abuse them. Ever thought that could be a reason why? In his therapy session, Stewie also addresses the issue of his sexuality. For too long, Stewie's sexuality has been a topic of debate, which is quite odd given that the kid is only a year old and puberty hasn't yet to take place.
Anyway, fluid is something I hear being tossed around a lot now, but I'm confident in my heterosexuality. That's a word, right?
Yes, of course.
Stewie also reveals that his British accent, which we have become all too familiar with, is fake. Crazy, right? Stewie wasn't born with that accent. He had been faking it.
This isn't even how I really talk. This is how I talk. The accent is nothing more than an affectation, a coat of armor to get me through the day, just an image I cultivated so I could feel special.
Evidently, opening up made Stewie uncomfortable. For Stewie, he would rather bottle up his emotions and look tough like a real man.
Only the most manly thing ever.
To him, being overly emotional makes him look weak. Well, speaking of strength, Stewie derives pleasure from building and testing his weapons of mass destruction. Being a physics and engineering genius, building these out-of-this-world weapons makes him feel powerful while dreaming about world domination.
What are the things you're interested in, Stewie?
Me? Well, I like to talk about world domination. This is it, Brian. My plan for world domination is about to come to fruition. Once they're under my control, the entire world will be subject to my whims.
As if it is that easy. His mastery of engineering is quite extraordinary, and at a level you only see in science fiction. Over the course of the years, we have seen him construct time machines, a weather control device, robots, a clone of himself and others, a teleportation device to transport Star Trek characters, a multiverse transporter, a shrinking pod, rocket launchers, a mind control device, and all kinds of weapons. It's like he can comfortably design whatever he thinks of. Rather than playing with other kids, Stewie would often spend time alone constructing complicated machines. But why should he mingle with other kids when they're obviously not as smart as he is? When Stewie isn't working on his machines or plotting evil, he and Brian are most likely embarking on another one of their many adventures.
Prepare yourself, Brian, and I'll show you.
Where are we?
This is Cohort, Brian. Same year, same time. But in this universe, Christianity never existed.
It would also interest you to know that engineering and world domination isn't Stewie's only interests. Stewie also is interested in music. In fact, he has written a few songs, like the time he wrote a song for Miley Cyrus.
Oh, you wrote a song? Look at you. You're a regular little Tim McGraw.
I'm a little better than Tim McGraw.
Hey, these are pretty good, Stewie.
Really? Do you think you could sing them?
Only if you sing with me.
In the episode The Boys in the Band, Stewie, who disapproved of the kind of baby songs he was watching on television because they didn't really address real baby issues, started a band with Brian, and guess what? He was the band's lead songwriter, and I'll be honest with you, the songs were pretty good.
All right, we're Red Shirt, Blue Shirt, and here's a song we call Mommy and Daddy's Room, and we think it's one you can all relate to. When everybody's gone to sleep and you've said goodnight, moon, there's plenty of noise still coming from Mommy and Daddy's room.
Now, that's a song addressing real baby issues. Meanwhile, Stewie is clearly no longer the evil maniac we were introduced to in earlier episodes of the series. He has evolved to become a more flamboyant character with more freedom from his parents. He now interacts with other people. Even though he still has a general hatred for them, Stewie is still largely self-centered and mischievous, only that this time, his evil schemes are no longer on a grand scale. In the episode Stu and Stewie's Excellent Adventure, we see a possible future for Stewie. Unfortunately, it's not as glamorous as we would have hoped. For a kid with so much promise, Stewie ends up a disappointment to even his younger self. For a kid who wanted to conquer the world, and this might be a long shot, and genuinely had the potential to, Stewie's still a virgin living in a messed up condo whose first sexual experience is nothing short of embarrassing.
I'm sorry, that's never happened to me before.
Which part? The 8 seconds of sex or the 40 minutes of crying?
I guess both.
Since this is only a possible future, let's just hope Stewie doesn't turn out this disappointing. But if he does, maybe he could go back to the past to change things for the better. With Stewie, time travel is like practicing the alphabets. And that's all for today. Kindly like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our equally entertaining videos. See you soon.